What's up guys, Sans Gaming here, and today we're going to be reacting to some scary short stuff, basically. It is Halloween today. Don't know if it's going to be released on Halloween, but yes, hopefully it is. But yes, please drop a like on the video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future content. It would help me out a lot. But without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one is called Who's There? It's a film challenge. It was made in like 2013. I'm not sure. It's a horror film, a part of it. But yes, let's just get into it. Okay. Who's There? Horror short film challenge. Let's go. Rain, nice. Okay. Lights out. Yes, this is the film. I'm pretty sure they made this and it inspired a film. I don't think it actually was a part of a film, but yes. I think I have seen this in the past. If I was her, I would have just left the lights on. Yo, that's dodgy. Oh my Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ, for starting off strong. I'm not good at this stuff. I wouldn't have done that, I would have left the house. Hey, mammy, let me stay at yours. Let's just some creaky ass floorboards. Nah, I would have turned my bedroom top. No. Some duct tape ain't gonna stop her from shutting, turn off the light. Some duct tape. You're dead, bitch, yo. Oh. What the fuck? Just a little bit of power with their feet, like. It's just everything, man. It's like a little 5-year-old when, like, they ask you for some cheese snacks at like 3 AM. It's like. Okay. Oh no. Don't get under the cover, it's in your room. Get out of the house. Run out. Run out. Dumb! Well, if I was in her shoes, I would have just run out of the house. Like when I was doing the switch stuff, when I turned it on, and it was there, I probably would have left it on. Left the duct tape, and just ran out the house. I know what you're thinking, oh well, there's no lights outside. But still, I'll prefer my chances out there than in there. Hiding under a sheet ain't gonna save you. But if that was me, you'd catch me in there all night for the rest of the night. Maybe when you're 5 and you'd think like hiding under the sheets would just protect you. No, it's not like a killer's just gonna go up to you and be like, you know what? I was gonna kill you, but I was gonna stab the shit out of you. But oh shh! What the fuck? Okay, that was the first one. But anyway, as I was saying, what did they expect? The killer's gonna be like, yo, I was about to stab the shit out of you, but now you've got into the sheets, bro. You got me, bro. Have a nice night. No, they're gonna stab the shit out of you anyway, you know? Bro. Okay, the next one is a disturbing vacation story 3 from Llama. I think it's Llama. But yes, please make sure to check them out because they have lots of cool stories like this. But yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay. Raining and disturbing noises, that's nice. Nice place to set it. But it's Halloween as well, bro.
It was a summer ago.
Nice.
My family and I had gone to a cabin
yeah,
that
Llama
was used
Legends.
for winter vacation, but
okay.
my family wasn't like that.
Oh.
The cabin was located in the middle of the forest.
Lovely.
There was no cell phone service.
Which one are you?
So, as you can imagine,
assuming the boy, because it's a dude who actually knows.
My mom always complained to me about being isolated and confined to the comforts of my phone. I always found solace in my phone, since being around people made me feel irrational and just plain weird. My parents
I get that sometimes.
That. Anyway, my little sister is 6 years old and was playing around in the forest.
Kick her.
She had gone a bit too far out of my sight, and I started to get a little worried. I called out her name.
I can relate to that. Not kicking. Not the kicking.
I then went in the direction
yeah,
that she did and found nothing but a bloodied bow. My eyes
but the
widened
sister running away thing, yeah.
ran around looking for her. I found a blood trail that led into the deeper parts of the forest.
That's
I hesitated, but nothing was going to stop me from saving my sister. I followed the trail for as far as it went. After about an hour, the blood stopped at a hole. I debated whether I should go back and tell my parents.
So you don't put on a jog or anything, you just slowly
believe me,
walk after it
even
for an
if
hour.
I did say that my sister was missing.
If that's me about doing
There's no denying
sprinting.
my parents thought I was insane.
No.
Despite my fear, I jumped into the hole.
But I would have jumped in head first,
fell
but I would have
for
like,
what
yo.
felt like forever. Then I finally hit water. My face morphed into disgust.
This guy doesn't seem worried about his
what
sister.
I thought was a sewer, since there was no light. I looked up out of the hole and saw a tiny white dot. I started to walk around. There was crunching under my feet.
What is this on my Magic
attention
Squeakers?
to it since I thought it was some dead leaves or sticks that had
Or
fallen into the
bones.
sewer. That was until I fell. Some unknown liquid had splashed all over me. I remembered that my phone was in my back pocket, and I pulled it out and shined it on
If it's
myself.
blood, that's waffle.
Time seemed to slow down as I realized what I was walking in. It was a river of fresh blood. The blood had absolutely soaked me. I held in a scream
Do you want to put it
as to
wasn't
not
that deep?
alert any nearby creatures.
Please
I then
don't
ran
be.
through the connection of tunnels and refused to stop.
He doesn't even seem that void, mate. If that was me, mate, and my sister was in there, mate, I would have jumped in her head first,
turned
started and been
around
like,
and shined my flashlight around. The light from my
punch
phone
her.
landed on a distant figure.
This is your sister.
It looked so small, so maybe it was a dog or an alligator that had sneaked
Well,
in. I stupidly started to move towards it, and as I got closer, the figure started to get clearer.
no, if that
I
was...
started to see that it wasn't a dog or
If
an
I knew it had
alligator.
my sister and it did something, I'd
As
probably
soon
kill
as I
her.
realized this, I stopped in my tracks
No,
and
kill her.
stared.
The bastard hurt your sister,
Looked
probably
like
killed her.
me.
I would have killed her, mate.
Its body was contorted.
Punch
Their
her,
back
kick her.
faced towards the ground, and its
Fucking-
head was turned right
you know,
side
just a few
up,
times, just
face
get a
towards
rock,
me.
pick up a
Its
bone.
legs were normal, but its arms were legs as well. It had jagged teeth, and it was chewing on what was left of my sister's head. Then, I saw my parents' head beside it. I stepped back in shock and
I would have
fear.
ran at it. I'd be like, yo.
Myself charged towards me. In a state of panic, I tried to run away. I
No.
slipped. I hit my head on the rock.
If it's
passed
running at
out.
me, and I know it's just done that to my family, I'm running at it. I'm sprinting at it, and I'm killing it. Well, probably not killing it, but I'm gonna try. I would have killed it. It's staged in.
Thank you for sticking around to the end of the
Okay, the next one is 3 extremely scary horror stories animated by Mort, but I'm only going to be reacting to 2. But yes, if you want to watch it, please don't. Yeah, if you want to check them out, the YouTube will be in the description, and my favourite, and the link to this video specifically will also be in the description. And because I do actually like the channel, the favourite video of theirs, my favourite video of theirs, is going to also be in the description. So please make sure to check it out because they're pretty cool.
My name is Chloe, and this story
Okay,
happened
Chloe.
to me 2 weeks ago. I'm 32 years old and have a 10-year-old son named
Okay,
Jesse.
usually it's young
Every now
people.
and then, the company I work for requires me to travel across the state and other parts of the country to take place in important business meetings that are mandatory for me to attend. Thankfully, my bosses are understanding of the situation. Jesse's father
Hello.
isn't in the picture, so my work allows me to bring Jesse with me on business trips. Most of the time, we stay in a rented lodge or an apartment. A few weeks ago, I had to go on another business trip. It was out in the country, which was nice because the house me and Jesse would be staying in was a real small lodge, which was very secluded.
Your son's going to die,
The
innit?
night before the meeting, I was on a Zoom call with my colleagues at around 10 p.m. while Jesse was upstairs playing on his Nintendo Switch. During my Zoom call, Jesse called me from upstairs telling me I need to see something.
Oh, what will?
I excused myself from the call and headed upstairs. I went into his room and asked him what was wrong. He told me there was a man outside looking up into his window. I looked out into the dark
Look at the
field
windows.
and couldn't see anything. I told Jesse I couldn't see anybody out there. He said the man walked off into the darkness as he called for me. What he said concerned me, but I had to brush it off as maybe it was a dog walker or something. I usually think rationally when it comes to things like that. I told Jesse to tell me if he sees the man again.
Oh.
I then returned to my Zoom call. About an hour went by when one of my bosses suggested we took a quick bathroom and drink break. Leaving the Zoom call on as we usually do, I went to put a pot of tea on and went upstairs to check how Jesse was. I asked if he was okay and if he saw anything outside. He told me he hadn't seen anybody since. I tucked Jesse in the bed and went back downstairs to continue my business call on Zoom. Most of the colleagues were back on from the break, apart from a couple. One of my bosses said, "Oh, that's strange. I thought I just saw you walking around the kitchen." The laptop that I was using for the call was set on the table in the living room, which was opposite the kitchen, which also had a back door. I replied saying no, I was just upstairs. He said he was certain that he saw me walking around the kitchen. I laughed and I told him he was seeing things. My pot of tea started to boil. I had forgot about it. As I walked into the kitchen, I noticed the back door was slightly open. I thought it was odd, especially being what my boss just said to me. But I chalked it up to Jesse forgetting to close the door. He was outside playing earlier that day after all. I closed it and locked the door.
I'm not like that.
Poured myself some tea and sat down to continue my Zoom call. About 10 minutes go by and I started to feel funny, like really sleepy all of a sudden. But it wasn't a normal
You put stuff
feeling.
in your tea.
I felt fine and all of a sudden I felt like I couldn't keep my eyes open.
Copper.
And that's what happened. I fell asleep on the Zoom call. I didn't know at the time, but I was out for about 10 minutes until I woke up to Jesse frantically pulling me, trying to wake me up. He told me there was a man outside trying to get in. I turned around and I saw a man on the other side of the back door pulling the door handle in an aggressive way. He looked furious, as he couldn't get inside. This means that what my boss said to me earlier, when he thought he saw me in the kitchen, was true. That man did get in the house as I was upstairs checking on Jesse. He must have spiked my tea, and that's what made me fall unconscious. Once unconscious, I think he was planning to enter the house and assuming the door was still unlocked to take my son away. The thought of this makes me sick to my stomach. I thank God that I noticed the door slightly open and locked it shut. This story could have had an awful ending otherwise.
So he was going to run in,
we called the police and they
spike
searched
her drink,
the area,
run out,
and
wait until she passed out,
they found no one. Jesse and I returned
and
home
then
after
take her
that.
kid, but luckily
This incident
she
will
locked
haunt
the
me
door.
for the rest of my life, and Jesse's too.
Jesus Christ, that stuff stop. Alright,
I'm
last
an
one.
office manager, and being the manager of a company has its perks sometimes, but it also means I have to be the one to let people go. In this one instance, I had to fire a man named Hooper.
Next you get the crazy
What made it
people.
awkward was he was dating my best friend, Olivia. She had asked me to give Hooper a job. As she's my friend, I gave him a
He looks
4-month
miserable.
trial basis. I won't go into detail too much about why I needed to fire him,
Because he's crap.
but it was basically he just didn't know how to do his job.
Exactly.
I had to let Olivia know the day before I was
I
about
know it
to let
sucks
Hooper
sometimes,
go.
but
She was understanding and thankful I gave him a chance. That following morning, I called Hooper in my office and told him that we were letting him go. He didn't really say much.
he's probably going to blame you.
But the expression on his face was surprised, but also a little
I was going to
mad,
end up killing your sister,
which is understandable
your
as he had
best
just got
friend.
fired from a job. But he left the office, and I carried on with my day as usual. Later that evening, I got in my car, but before starting it, I received a Zoom call from my bosses. I will skip most of the conversation because it's private and irrelevant. At one point, one of my bosses said, "Courtney, please tell me you have finally fired Hooper." I replied saying, "Yes, I have." Then my boss said, "Thank God, he was useless," and letting out a laugh with some of the other
That's
bosses.
a bit harsh.
Later that night, I was in bed
In a
asleep,
sleeping bag.
and I woke up to what I initially thought was my phone ringing. But after listening more carefully, I realized it wasn't a phone call. It was a recording of some kind. I kept hearing it on repeat. Thank God he was useless. Thank God he was useless. Thank God he was useless. With laughing in the background over and over. It was the Zoom conversation I had with me and my bosses earlier that night. I looked around my room and there was an old tape recorder sitting on my cabinet. Someone had broken into my house and put that there. I went downstairs and saw the front door was open. Of course, the first thing I did was call the cops, and I told them I suspected it was Hooper, who had put the recording there. What's creepy was, no one had seen him again, not even Olivia. She said that he just vanished and stopped responding to her calls and texts. People lose their jobs every day, but it's scary to think how people will react. I don't understand what Hooper's intentions were with recording, and quite frankly, I don't think I want to know.
Trust. Okay, and that's it.
You can...
Okay, guys, the next two are from Llama, not Llama, Meat Canyon. But yes, let's just get into it. But yes, it's Meat Canyon. I'm a big fan of them. They're funny content, also very disturbing. But yes, that's just, yeah. I'm just gonna put the thumbnail of the video we're watching right here, and you're gonna know why I just made that face. But yes.
Ooh, doesn't this look good? Oh, it got on my shirt. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm out of food.
That's low-key so accurate.
And it's your fault. Ooh, look at this though. That's tasty. And I know all you trolls come to my channel and tell me to eat healthy food, but then if I eat healthy food, no one watches the video. So I'm just gonna do what I've always done, and I'm gonna eat these spicy tacos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow to eat more Taco Bell and Takis.
I watched Umperful do a video about that.
We need to retake this
When
photo.
he was skinny, and
Wait, which one?
The one
was
where
on
we went to
Umperful's
Florida a couple
video.
years back. It was such a nice time. Did we ever get more cheese at the store? I need it for a video. Gonna try and record 2 more today. If I keep uploading at this rate, we'll be able to get that house we were looking at. Who knows, maybe we can even get matching G-Wagons. No, 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 no. What is happening? Don't touch me! No, Arlen, no!
what the fuck? What the fuck is this? That was yeah, that was, yeah, I would have said that, but it was just amazing how they could just think of that sort of stuff, like, Jesus Christ. Okay, the next one is a Gumball one. Just looking at it is already giving me nightmares. I never watched the show. All I know is that the names are can't remember their names either. I think one of them's called Finn. No, that's off Adventure Time. Jake, no, Yeah, I think, yeah, one of them's called Jake, I think. I don't know. But yeah, let's just get into This video is made out of nightmare fuel.
Watch a movie and order a pizza.
Look at that belly buttons.
Looking good, boys. Looking very good indeed. You both have done such a good job today. Don't see why you couldn't give yourself a little reward, right? Like the day off? How about a gumball? I don't think, unless you both think that you haven't been doing a good job, and if that's the case, maybe I should just let you go. I hate to fire you, because in my eyes, you both have been doing so well. We've been trying our best.
Jolly good show. Jolly good show.
Yeah, we've been working hard lately, Benson. That's why I want to spoil you with a little treat.
Jolly good show.
Go on. Go on and get yourself one. Better spit on those fingers. These old hinges aren't getting any younger. Just a little spin. For both of us. Uh-oh. Looks like somebody got a reward. I'm gonna get back to work. Rigby, you should smile more.
Rigby,
you look so
that's
much prettier when you smile.
Rigby.
Now, don't tell anyone I told you this, but you're my favorite here. I think you can go a long way in this company. If you were just a bit more of a team player.
Yeah, trust he's a dick in the show.
Be a team player for me, Rigby.
Rigby's a twat.
Oh, the cologne is intoxicating. I don't think I want a gumball, Benson. I should probably get back to work. Come on. No one's
At least he's not dumb.
You've done so well that I think you deserve 2 gumballs. I don't really... If it's good for me, it's good for you. There's one. I think you have a great future here. You're my number 2, you know. Hey, but don't tell anyone else that. They'd probably get jealous. Go on and take it. You deserve it. Easy, easy now. It's tender. God, you're good, baby. Go on and get it. God, you're good, baby. Go on. Go on and get it. Go get back to work. But hey, can you do me a favor? Can you have a great day for me?
If I had to watch that, you do too. Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please just drop a like on the video and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you might see any future content. But also, please make sure to check out these other channels. They are cool, especially... Actually, no, I'm not gonna hint at which ones are the best, but they're all the best, okay? But yes, if you want to see weird stuff, check out more Meat Canyon. But it's like, if you want to see some horror stories, check out Llama and Morts. And yeah, until next time, guys, peace.